Hello and welcome to my video blog for Sunday, July the 12th. You know, today brings the close to the Summer Olympic Games in London. And watching the events this week and this past week have made me realize that selecting a president is almost like picking an Olympian to represent the U.S. team. You know, you need someone who's fast, someone who looks good in a Speedo while playing beach volleyball, someone who can hurdle, someone who can throw the discus, someone who can somersault and vault against the China and Russia in gymnastics. Yes, and come out on top. I love it. And we also need someone who can bring home the gold like Michael Phelps. Oh yes, people, we need an Olympian president. And what do we have instead? Well, we've got two Pinocchios if you read the Washington Post. Now, the Washington Post, they do this thing where they sort of evaluate political ads. And if your political ad is found maybe not being so truthful, you get a little Pinocchio. Like Pinocchio, you know, that little childish character from the storybooks who told fibs and his nose grew large. Oh, you know who I'm talking about. So anyway, so if your ad happens to be a little on the fabricated side, you get a Pinocchio. And who has the most Pinocchios, on the left or the right? Well, it seems to be a little bit of an evenness in that both sides are found guilty of not always being so truthful. But when you ask people in a separate poll, who would you rather? You know, who would you rather? Would you rather with Mitt Romney or would you rather with Barack Obama? Well, in that poll, Barack Obama comes out on top, especially if you ask the ladies. Now, the press, they're always putting together polls, and the tabloids, you know, they like to put together things too. Yeah, and the tabloids, they like to blend the names of their celebrity couples. And we're very familiar with these names. You remember what? We had Bennifer. Remember Bennifer? Brangelina. Does that name need explanations? Brangelina. Now on the Republican side, now we've got two guys whose last name begin with the letter R. Because on the Republican side, there will be no joining of names, no same-sex unions. We won't have any of that now that Mitt Romney has picked his running mate. And who's his running mate? Well, it happens to be Congressman Paul Ryan of Wisconsin. Now that Paul Ryan, he's an interesting character. He's no Condoleezza Rice, mind you. Condoleezza Rice, who with the ticket would have brought a nice feminine touch and appeal from the conservative female vote. Who would have brought that foreign affairs experience onto the ticket. But remember, she didn't want the job. She wanted nothing to do with it, and so she didn't even want to be in the running. So who did Mitt Romney pick? Well, he picked Paul Ryan. Paul Ryan. What do we get out of Paul Ryan? Well, he's young. He's handsome. He also speaks well. He speaks really well and very elegantly, especially when he's talking about getting rid of Social Security and putting it into Medicare. Oh yeah, he's the guy that you want to bring home to meet Grandma. Now, Mitt Romney is maybe hoping by selecting Paul Ryan that he's doing a couple of things. First of all, the press wanted him. You know, they kept talking up Paul Ryan, and now they got him. And now Mitt Romney's hoping that now that he's made his selection, that this will turn the attention away from all kinds of distracting things like Barack Obama leading in the polls. Yeah, and also bring attention away from his taxes. Now, I know what you're thinking. Taxes? What are you bringing up taxes for? You know, I thought we ended the whole tax discussion thing back in April when everybody files their taxes. But not if you speak to Senate Majority Harry Reid. Yes, Harry Reid. He seems to be very consumed with Mitt Romney's taxes these days. In fact, he seems to think that Mitt Romney hasn't paid taxes in about 10 years. You don't say. Well, who are your sources? Oh, I'm not saying. That's right. Harry Reid is serving up Mitt Romney's taxes like Khalil's Milkshake. Remember that song? That's right. His tax returns bring all the boys to the yard. Tax talk, boys to the yard. Tax talk, boys to the yard. Oh, he won't tell you who his sources are. That's right. Nah, 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 nah. Mitt is lying. Nah, 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 nah. Hasn't paid his taxes. Nah, 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 nah. In 10 years, nah, nah. Who are your sources? Oh, I'm not saying, oh, that Harry Reid. He's a little sly one. He's like the grandpa, you know, who gets mad if you don't do his bidding. Yeah, and he threatens to beat you with his cane if you don't take him to the store and buy candy, even though the doctor has said that he shouldn't eat candy. But he gets mad at you, and he'll beat you with that cane. So you just take him to the store and you let him get his candy. That's Harry Reid. People don't want to get beat with that cane. So they just ignore what he says, even though, nah, 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 it's unfounded. Oh, yeah, he has no proof, and he won't say what his proof is. You just got to do it, and you just got to go along with the flow. Now, I got to say, in a final shout out, thumbs up to our team and NASA for landing the space rover Curiosity on the planet Mars. Ooh, that was a coup. Now, while that rover is there, it's hoping to bring back images as they explore life. And what do we hope that they're going to find? Well, some interesting things. What do I think they're going to find? I think they're going to find photos of E.T. telling us to go home. I'll see you next time.